In this video we will make the front end for our MNIST fashion classifier. In last video we built the model for our MNIST classifier with TensorFlow. I trained it for around 100 epochs and got accuracy of 92% on training data and validation accuracy of 88%. So first we have to save our model. For saving model we will call model.save. This will save the model in Keras H5 format. As you can see, it just takes a second. Now we have our model here. So for converting this Keras model into TensorFlow JS format, we need the converter. So for that we will first install TensorFlow JS modules. TensorFlow JS. Yes. After that we will search for TensorFlow JS docs. So here is the command for converting the file. Okay, so it's done. So we will paste this command here. For this command to work, it's actually a shell command. So we have to add exclamation before this so that the Jupyter notebook understand that it's actually a shell command. So here you can see the input form is Keras. Also this is the path for model, which is actually not our path. We will copy the path from here. And this is the path where the converted model will be saved. That's the files of the model. So it's actually okay, it will do. We will now convert this model. It's done. Temp. Yes, here it is. TFJS model, and it's going to, and it contains this model.json and this weight file. So first we have to download the starter code, which I have linked below. You can also go here. You can clone or download the zip. I will just clone here. Then we will cd into that thing. I will use VS Code as the text editor. You can use Sublime or anything, but I actually love this because it has many extensions, all of these things. So first we will take a look what is inside this file. So I have made here a canvas. It's actually of size 280 by 280. Our model was actually trained on the images which are of size 28 by 28. So I use the canvas size of 280 by 280 so that the proportion of the image will be same. So we have two buttons here for classify and clearing the canvas. We will use the live server extension VS Code so that we can see what's inside the HTML file. As you can see, the classify and clear nothing works here. In main.js I already have the starter code. This is for drawing the image on the canvas, this is for erasing, and this is initializing script which initializes all the event handlers for clicking and all of these things. So we can actually try it out by using this, by calling the init function. We'll initialize this canvas and we'll actually can draw on this canvas. So the clear button works, but the classify will not work because we haven't wrote any code inside this. So the two things we will work are this main function and this predict function. So first we will load our model. So for that we require our model files. So here are they. We first download it. So now we have our model files. You can see here. So first we will load this. I have already included the script for TensorFlow JS. we can easily access TensorFlow.js functions by using this TA. As you can see, we have the load layers model function, which helps us to load the model. Loading the model is actually a asynchronous task, so we have to use async keyword here for the functions. Also, we will wait for the model to load. So we will just give the path. After the model is loaded, we will log the summary so that we can see that the actual model is loaded correctly. Okay, so we have our summary now here. The model is loaded correctly. As you can see, we have all the parameters and everything. So now we will write this predict function. So first we need to extract the image or the image data from the canvas. For that I have used this raw image, this image tag, which actually copies the data from the canvas into this image source by converting it using the data URL on canvas. So it actually converts the image data into base64 string. I will just console log here so that you can see what is actually base64. So you can see this long string. It's actually a string which contains this image information. You can see the Chrome is rendering actually the image here. Okay, so now we will convert this image into tensor, as TensorFlow works with tensors. So first we will extract this image into tensor using browser dot from image comma 1. This console log what do we convert actually. You don't have to console log, but I have just logging so that we can actually take a look what is inside this thing. So it's actually a tensor with all the information. As you can see the shape. So actually the shape is 280 by 280. So we have to resize first everything. So for that we will resize the image. Resize tf dot image dot resize by linear. Then the raw. Then we will give the size 28 by 28, and we will check what is actually the size of the image. So you can see the size is changed to 28 by 28, but our model expects the input to be of dimension 4. As the first dimension is the batch size, we don't have batch here, so we will add just a dimension, single dimension. Let's call it tensor. Then dot expand things. It will expand the dimensions of this thing. You have to actually call this on the resize. Now we are ready. We can now pass this tensor to our model, and it will give back predictions. So here we have predictions equal to model dot predict tensor. Now we will console log what predictions do we get. Predictions. Suppose I draw something like this, classify, it will, okay, this returns a tensor, so you can get the value from tensor by using data sync. Okay, so now if I draw this, I actually get this thing. So it's says 1. Okay, so these are the 10 labels, and it's actually a one hot encoded thing. For label 1, the array will have first index as 1 and all the remaining values will be 0. If I draw something different, suppose the bag, I think the bag is of index 8, so you can see that the ninth one is 1. Okay, the ninth one is 1, so we can check out actually what is the label for bag. The ninth one is ankle boot. Okay, it's correct. It starts from 0. So now, next what we will do, we will tell the user what is the class. So first I will make an array which consists of all class name. I will just come back. So I am back. I created this array which consists all the labels, and also alert this p index currently doesn't exist. So first we will create this p index. That's prediction index. For that we will use argmax, which will give us the index which has 1 in the one hot encoded array. For that we will pass this predictions array with 1. And then we will data sync. So we are done, I think. If I just draw something like this, there is not, okay. Something is happening with this. Index is not defined. So it says it's a sandal. So first try what I tried earlier, whether it classifies the bag. Okay, so it tells it's a bag, so it is working fine. I think the bag actually looks like that. We will also try something short or carry. Okay, so our project is completed here. You can add some stylings, some CSS properties like animating when it is predicting or all that things. Also you can fork this repository, and if you have any suggestions you can improve the code, or you can have better way of doing all these things. You can just create a pull request and I will review. If it's good, then I will just merge that thing. Also, do subscribe to my channel. Most of the viewers are not subscribing, so if you like these videos, you can like or subscribe my channel. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.